आइए,
May I come in, sir?
प्लीज कम. Mr.
Namaste, sir. Namaste,
Shivanshu
sir.
Rathee, बैठिए.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shivansh Rathee,
Yes, sir.
you are from Bahadurgarh, Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Haryana is in the news. You think they are adopting the right steps in blocking the farmers? Are those measures effective?
Uh, Sir, the farmer protests are the reason that Haryana is in news currently. And sir, yes, Haryana's government is blocking the farmers from entering Delhi. But sir, I believe that this is learned from past experiences where during the previous farmers' protest, the farmers uh, created a lot of discomfort for regular citizens by blocking passages of entry of goods and peoples into Delhi and from Delhi's borders. And that is why, sir, I believe that farmers' entry has been stopped to prevent any such ruckus from being created.
Mhm. But do you think they'll be effective the way they are preventing them from coming in? So far, there have been no major casualties. But when the farmers once again assemble on the 29th, as they say they will, do you think they'll be able to prevent them from moving towards Delhi?
Sir, I believe that at this time, what is needed is not material barricades, sir. Instead, sir, the proper way would be to talk to the farmers and to convince them of the government's perspective and of the right measures to be taken in this case, sir. And instead, sir, persuasion and convincing should act as a barricade to the protest, sir.
But do you think the farmers have not been spoken to? I think they have had discussions with them. Those have failed. And what can the Haryana government do when the union government is to propose the solutions?
Certainly, sir, the contention of the farmers is not particularly with the Haryana government, but with the union government. And, sir, yes, there have been 4 rounds of talks between the union government and the farmers. However, sir, those have not yielded any concrete fruits because, sir, the farmers they are not satisfied with what the union government is offering. So, I believe, sir, further negotiations are the only way forward in such a case, sir.
So, what do you think the negotiations can be with? What kind of um, uh, intellectual weapons the government can make use of?
Yes, sir. So, may I take a moment to think about it? Sir, I believe that the main problem which is being faced by the farmers in India is that agriculture is becoming less and less remunerative. And that is leading to the insecurities that the farmers they currently face in the form of their demand for MSP. So, sir, I believe that there is a need to make agriculture more remunerative and of increasing farmers' incomes. And for that, sir, I believe that the government can revisit the whole subsidy scheme that is provided to farmers per se on fertilizers, on irrigation, etc. Apart from that, sir, more innovations in the field of agriculture and promoting high-paying crops like horticulture, floriculture, etc., can be ways forward in this situation, sir.
Your father is in the teaching line.
Sir, my mother is in.
Mother's in the teaching
Yes,
line.
sir.
Your father is in business.
Yes, sir.
What does your mother teach?
Sir, she is an associate professor of mathematics at Government College for Women, Bahadurgarh.
Bahadurgarh.
Yes, sir.
And what business does your father do?
Sir, he is a real estate consultant, sir.
And how's the mood of the market with regard to real estate now? Is it upbeat or is it depressed?
Sir, my father mainly deals with real estates in the city Bahadurgarh. And sir, particularly in that city, sir, recently Delhi Metro has made inroads into Bahadurgarh. Moreover, sir, there is the extension of the UER2 road, which will connect Bahadurgarh to Delhi airport. So after such infrastructural leaps, sir, definitely the market is at some boom, sir.
Oh, okay. You're a student of sociology
Yes, sir.
and you've also done English literature.
Yes, sir.
Among the poets in the English language, which one do you like the most?
Sir, I confess I do not follow any major poets. However, sir, I am aware of works of certain poets like John Donne, William Wordsworth, etc.
Mhm.
Sir, my main interests they lie in the genre of novels, sir.
Tell me, the child is the father of man. It was William Wordsworth who said that. What is the meaning?
Uh, Sir, may I take a moment to think about it, sir? Sir, I confess I'm not aware of the exact paraphrasing of this line, sir. However, sir, if I am allowed to take a guess, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Sir, it probably can mean that a grown up, mature man can learn a lot of qualities from a child. For instance, sir, a child is innocent, a child is free from the corruption of the world that we say.
Mhm.
And moreover, sir, a child is generally perceived as honest. So there are certain qualities, and apart from that, sir, creativity is one particular aspect that we can learn from children, sir.
Since you're a student of sociology, do you think a uniform civil code is practically feasible in India?
Yes, sir. Sir, having different civil codes for different sects, it is a practice unique to India, sir, and generally it has been seen throughout the world that almost every country follows practices like the Uniform Civil Code. And sir, I believe that we are collectively a nation, and we are the people of India. And sir, when we can have a uniform criminal code, then sir, definitely uniform civil code is also feasible, sir.
Okay, but then why was it not done? If that was the case, they should have put it into practice at the time of independence.
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, sir. And sir, while at the time that India became independent, sir, the society it was more fragmented, and at that time, sir, it was felt necessary that the demands and aspirations of every sect they are also prioritized along with the national interest. However, sir, with time, the national identity it has gotten stronger, sir, and I believe that the national identity now predominates every other identity of the citizens. Sir.
India has two epics, but what are the epics of Greece? Because since you mentioned about Greek literature,
Yes, sir. Sir, the Iliad and the Odyssey, sir, both composed by Homer, they are the epics of Greece. Sir.
so tell me something about the Iliad.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, the Iliad was originally composed and sung by Homer, sir. It is the story of the famed Trojan War, sir. How Helen of Troy, she was taken by Paris to the city of Troy, and how Agamemnon, he launched an army of 100 ships in for the destruction of Troy, sir. And sir, there were heroes like Achilles, Hector, etc., fighting from both sides. And sir, a very interesting feature of the epic is, sir, that the gods they have been anthropomorphized, and the gods also actively participate
Where
in the
is
war.
Troy located?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of the exact geographical locations today, sir.
So you are not able to tell me where a place mentioned in the Greek epics is located. But can you mention about? Can you tell me whether the places mentioned in the Ramayana and Mahabharata are still found in India by the same names?
Yes, sir. Certainly, there are two reasons for this, sir. Definitely, my knowledge lacks about the Greek geography, sir.
I'm not asking you to be defensive. I'm only asking you to tell me about the Indian epics.
Yes, sir. Sir, about the Indian epics, it is believed that when the war of Ramayana took place, sir, the Ravana's reign, which we know as Lanka, it is present day Sri Lanka. And sir, of course, we have Ayodhya, which is believed to be the ancient city of Ayodhya as well. Then, sir, coming forward to Mahabharata, sir, the city of Kurukshetra, it still exists in Haryana. And sir, the place where we are sitting, which is Delhi, sir, it was believed to be Indraprasth, the capital of Pandavas in ancient times, sir.
There's also a place called Ramtek. Are you aware of that? Ramtek?
Sorry, sir.
Aware of Panchavati?
Yes, sir.
Where is it located? In which state?
Sir, I am not aware of where it is located, sir. I have been to Panchwati, sir, but it fades my memory now, sir.
Where is Chitrakoot located?
Sir, it is located in Uttar Pradesh, sir.
And it goes by the same name even today.
Yes, sir.
So there is a certain amount of realism about the epics of India.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with that?
Sir, I agree, sir. It can be said to be a historical realism as well, sir. And, sir, also there is the aspect that Indian epics have been ingrained deeply into the Indian society and have formed not only a part of the culture, but also a part of the common storytelling as well as a part of lived and shared stories. So I believe, sir, both these factors are responsible.
One of the success stories of India is India's ascent as a superpower in cricket. before India became a superpower economically speaking.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you think were the reasons for India becoming such a getting such a high rank in cricket, world cricket?
Yes, sir. Sir, of course, sir, India's team ranks one of the highest in the world in
Today,
world
yes.
cricket. Yes, sir. Sir, cricket, it was introduced as a colonial.
Let's forget about history. I just want the reasons.
Yes, sir. Sir, even if we go out today, sir, we can see cricket academies established in every nook and cranny of our country, sir. And sir, not just cricket academies, sir.
So, tell me 1, 2, 3 points which are responsible for India becoming enjoying such a high rank in world cricket.
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, by the government, sir, huge funding is given to the BCCI.
Government funds the BCCI. You think so? It's wrong. Government doesn't fund at all. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir.
Then
That
next.
was my mistake, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, apart from that, sir, cricket academies are established in every nook and cranny. Thirdly, sir, there is also the passion among general people regarding cricket. For instance, we see gully cricket. Yes, sir. And fourthly, sir, cricket tournaments between various schools, inter-school tournaments, inter-colleges tournaments, etc., sir. They have also been long practiced, sir. And I believe all these factors together have led to rising popularity of.
So, talent, the widespread nature, the cricket has been accepted all over the country, availability of talent, and easy access to cricket. You know, anybody can play cricket anywhere. You don't require too much of infrastructure for that.
Yes, sir.
So, Indians took to cricket in a big way, and wherever Indians have entered, they have shown that they can be the masters of the world.
Shivansh,
Yes, sir.
why are you serious? You can smile. It looks good when you smile. You're already in job.
Yes, sir.
The next,
Yes, sir.
okay. You have a few interests or extracurricular activities. Jogging.
Yes, sir.
Jogging is a normal activity of it. You jog because you have to do exercise. You eat food. You don't write these things. Do you write? Why you have written specifically?
Sir, I do not take jogging only as a physical activity, sir. To me personally, jogging is also a meditative process, sir. After a whole day's stress, sir, when I go out in the evening in the park to jog, sir, I tend to forget about my day's tension, sir, and I just enjoy the nature, sir.
Okay. You are exploring classical Greek literature in English translation.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? Are you doing some translation of Greek literature?
No, sir. Sir, I'm reading classical Greek literature, which has been translated into English, sir, as I'm not aware of the Greek language per se, sir.
So you are reading Greek literature. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's very complicated exploring classical Greek literature in English translation.
Yes, sir.
So you recite Sanskrit strota and shlokas.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, when I was a child, sir, my grandfather, he used to recite these totras and shlokas as a part of his morning prayers, sir. And sir, I had a habit of sitting with him, sir. And from there on, I picked this hobby, sir. And I personally have enjoyed memorizing and reciting Sanskrit stotras and shlokas.
How many you have memorized?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have memorized all the shlokas of the 10th Adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Apart from that, sir, among stotras, I have mentioned stotras like the Shiv Tandav Stotra, Rudrashtak, Shri Shiv Raksha Stotra, Kalikashtakam, etc., sir.
So they say that earlier people used to only memorize things like Mahabharata, even
Yes, sir.
Ramayana.
Yes, sir.
So is that possible? You could do only a little bit.
Yes, sir. Sir, earlier, sir, people used to take up memorizing these great epics and such great literature as part of their lives and lifestyles. And it was the profession for some people as well, sir. But, sir, I, being a student, and, sir, along with my regular education, sir, I only have as much time as at.
Okay, you are from Haryana and a sociology student.
Yes, sir.
Name two main social problems of Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Which one you will say?
Yes, sir. Sir, first social problem of Haryana is the patriarchal society, which permeates in the form of problems like low sex ratio. And sir, another major problem is the low literacy rate, sir, which is 75% of Haryana, below 77%, which is the national average, despite its high per capita income, sir.
What do you think about khap panchayat? Is not a social problem.
Certainly, sir, it is also a social problem, sir. Thank you for pointing it out, sir. Sir, khap panchayats, they have been outlawed by our Honorable Supreme Court. And sir, I personally think that only the Supreme Court and in fact the courts and the judiciary, which has been established by law and by constitution, should be meting out justice to the citizens of India, and such quasi-judicial, self-proclaimed bodies should not be allowed to do so.
Recently, there was a controversy of Haryana wrestlers having with the Wrestling Federation of India. It's still going on. Why Haryana government didn't come in support of their wrestlers? Because women athletes are doing very well in Haryana. In fact, most of the medals Haryana wins because of women athletes. So why government didn't step into? What is your opinion in this?
Sir, I believe that whenever such a major controversy erupts about such a sensitive issue, a very meticulous procedure has to be followed, sir, and no steps can be taken into haste. So I believe, sir, the government set up an inquiry commission, and sir, with due procedure of law, an inquiry was set into place regarding the issue, sir. And I believe, sir, that no hasty steps could be taken.
There is so much of discrimination against women. Even sex ratio is the worst in the country. Still, Haryana women do so well in sports. Why?
Yes, sir. Sir, this can be attributed to two reasons, sir. Sir, firstly, there is the predominance of dangal and akhada culture in the rural hinterlands of the Haryanvi society, wherein, sir, there have been role models like the Fogart sisters, inspired by their father Mahabir Fogart.
But they do in other sports also,
Yes,
not
sir.
only dangal.
Yes, sir. Sir, apart from that as well, sir, although there is discrimination towards women, as men they take the major decisions in Haryanvi families. But apart from that, sir, it has been seen that women have generally been engrossed in physical activities in Haryanvi families. For instance, sir, women actively participate in labor-intensive activities like agriculture or cattle rearing.
So they are stronger than men.
Sir, I do not intend to compare, sir, but I believe that this shows that Haryana's women, they are very strong.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
ये साहब ने बताया कि किसने कहा कि चाइल्ड इज द फादर ऑफ मैन, बराबर? तो आपने तो डिस्कस हो गया, सो आई एम नॉट रिपीटिंग, बट ए फेमस कोट, वुड्स आर लवली डार्क एंड डीप बट आई हैव माइल्स टू गो बिफोर आई स्लीप, किसने लिखा है ये? एंड और किस प्राइम मिनिस्टर के डेस्क पर ये रहता था?
Sorry, sir, I will
Okay,
have to
no
go and look
issue.
it up, sir.
What is the impact of English literature, fiction, non-fiction, on the Indian society during 19th century, and what benefit the Indian society got from it?
Sir, during 19th century, sir, English literature, it was originally taken up by British writers to write about the Indian society, and books like A Passage to India by E.M. Forster, they came up, sir. And in that, sir, the Orientalist perspective was taken about the Indian society, in which, sir, India was generally portrayed as a land of snake charmers and a land of forests and backward people. So, sir, to contradict that, sir, inspired by the novels which were introduced earlier in the English literature, sir, novels began to be written by Indians as well. And, sir, those narratives were countered by providing a more apt and correct picture of how the British they were tormenting Indians, and novels by Sharat Chandra
नहीं, मेरा
Chattopadhyay,
क्वेश्चन
etc.
ये था कि इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की वजह से
Yes, sir.
what are the benefits Indian society
Yes, sir.
and political field got it?
Yes, sir. Uh, Sir, the benefits that Indian society got due to English literature, they range many-fold, sir. Firstly, sir, certain modern liberal ideas they got introduced into the Indian society. Apart from that, sir, new technologies in fields including hygiene, etc., as well as, sir, new ways of lifestyles, they were learnt by the Indians.
ओके कनकधारा स्तोत्र किसने लिखा?
Sorry, sir.
कनकधारा स्तोत्र.
Sorry, sir. This is one stotra I'm not aware of. Sir.
Okay, no issue. So tell me, how do you look at the role of Haryana
Yes, sir.
in the proposed economic development of the country?
Yes, sir. Sir, Haryana is one of the states of India which has benefited highly from the Green Revolution. And that is why, sir, Haryana is an agricultural superpower of the country. Apart from that, sir, Haryana, uh, it has one of the highest per capita incomes in the country, so much so that the income distance is measured from the state Haryana in the country. So, sir, in the proposed economic development and, sir, towards a path to Viksit Bharat by 2047, Haryana can play a pivoting role, sir. Firstly, by establishing food processing industries in the state of Haryana, given its high productivity in food grains. Apart from that, sir, organic produce can be exported from Haryana to even to foreign countries. Moreover, sir, textiles is one industry that can be set up in Haryana, as cotton is also grown in large tracts. And, sir, apart from that, Haryana's people, they also are recently getting motivated towards seeking employment in sectors outside agriculture, as has been sociologically seen. So, sir, new avenues in service sector can also be explored. For instance, Gurugram's IT hub, it can expand to more regions, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Do you think Haryana has benefited more after the earlier state of Pepsu was bifurcated into Punjab and Haryana and Himachal Pradesh? Or Haryana has suffered a disadvantage?
Sir, I confess, sir, I'm not aware of the socio-economic conditions when Haryana was a part of PEPSU. But, sir, going by its progress in the recent years, sir, I believe that not only its bifurcation from PEPSU can be said as a factor for Haryana's development. Rather, sir, it was factors like high expenditure by the government to promote agriculture and through green revolution, as well as, sir, infrastructural leaps in the state, sir.
And the advantage of being close to Delhi, I think, was fully captured by Haryana. The real estate and the industrialization that happened in Haryana was thanks to the focus that was there on Delhi being the national capital. Why do you want to join the civil services?
Yes, sir. Sir, the initial inspiration came from my maternal uncle who cleared the UPSC Civil Services exam in 2009 to become an IAS officer, sir. Sir, from then on, I started seeing civil services as a prospective employment opportunity for myself. Then, sir, when I reached my college degree, sir, at that time, sir, I met a lot of my classmates who were already preparing for the exam. And then, sir, I believe I got a thrust, and I started exploring the various potentials in which I can help the society by joining this job. And I
You're
found
tracing
that,
your own history.
sorry, sir.
You're tracing your own history.
Yes,
I want to know the reasons.
Yes, sir. Sir, the reasons are that I was motivated to join this job, sir. Apart from that, sir, I found out that it has a lot of potential to serve the society, sir, in a lot diverse areas.
Serving the society is a very general term. Anybody can serve society. Anybody who's educated, anybody who wants to serve society can serve society.
Certainly, sir. But, sir, Gandhiji's talisman, it says that our aim should be to target the poorest of the poor and the weakest of
That's
the weak.
okay, right?
So, sir, as civil servants, sir, we will get the opportunity to work even in rural hinterlands and the most backward regions and work for them at the cutting edge, sir. And, sir, I believe that this is one of the major motivations for
That is,
me.
if you join IAS and IPS, yes. But if you join railway management service or audit and account service, you may not get that opportunity to go to the rural areas.
Certainly, I agree that, sir, initially I might not get that opportunity, sir. But even then, sir, there is the scope for central deputation in which policy making can be done in favor of the backward sections of the society.
You mean to say you will move from IRMS to IAS?
No, sir. If I settle at IRMS in my last attempt, sir, then, sir, I will be very much happy with that job, sir, as I believe that all the civil services.
Then where is this going to rural areas and uplifting and all? That's all gone.
Certainly, sir, in my initial phase of the career, sir, it might not do that. But, sir, even people from IRMS, they are under central deputation. They are going to the center in the ministries and in the secretariat, sir.
Good.
And I believe, sir, at that position, sir, at policy making level, sir, I can make some change, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, may I come in?
Aye. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Shivansh,
Yes, sir.
what do you think? How did the interview go?
Sir, I believe there were certain areas where my knowledge was lacking, sir, and I need to brush up more on certain facts.
Knowledge is always lacking. Nobody can answer all the questions. So forget about knowledge. Yeah. Other than that, how was your response? How did you think we were trying to correct you during the interview? How do you think you answered the questions? Were you logical? Were you attentive? Were you analytical?
Sir, I tried my best personally, sir, but, sir, I will leave the feedback to my superiors, sir.
नहीं वो तो आपने कोशिश तो किया. I am not saying you didn't. You were alert. But I thought somewhere down the line, I think, were you fully mentally there? I got a feeling that your mind was somewhere else.
Sir, I was mentally here.
Were you listening to the question fully? Half the questions were left out, Sometimes some part of the question was answered. And even when I asked you, why do you want to get into civil services? Very simple answers should come. You can't start from your uncle, trace your way through school and college, and then, come to today. I am not here to listen to your history. I want to know reasons. What attracts you to civil services?
Yes, sir.
What attracts you? So that is the point. But I think lastly, what you said was right. Somehow you managed to salvage the situation by saying other central services also come to the central government for policy formulation in ministries, and that's how I can also contribute. That is a good thing. I gave you the prompt. I actually prompted you once and then you came to the answer. But you see, overall, you should have that feeling of mental alertness and readiness, right? How many times have you appeared for the interview before?
Sir, once.
And what did you score?
Sir, 180.
180. Who was the chairman?
Sir, it was Mrs. Preeti Sudan, sir.
Mrs. Preeti. So she's still there. Last year you appeared before her. Let's hope she's your chairman this time also. And she's also from Haryana. So she'll give you a good score. So she's health. She was earlier in health. You should know something about her field also. She'll ask you about health. And Andhra Pradesh is where she worked. If she's your chairperson, you learn something about Andhra Pradesh. But see, basically, you should be thorough about English literature. तो आपको कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है. थोड़ा सा आपको brush up करना पड़ेगा. The child is the father of man is a very basic statement. The woods are deep and dark. वो भी आपको मतलब किसने लिखा? Robert Frost ने लिखा. हाँ, Robert Frost ने लिखा. जवाहरलाल नेहरू के मतलब when next day he passed away, it was there on his desk. तो वो लिख रहे थे, वो मतलब पढ़ रहे थे और उसको मतलब डायरी में नोट कर रहे थे. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा आपको जानकारी होना चाहिए. इंग्लिश लिटरेचर जब आपने पढ़ा है तो यू शुड नेचुरली नो.
जी सर.
दूसरी बात है कि आपने सोशियोलॉजी भी, यू हैव रेड अबाउट सोशियोलॉजी. Sociology means analytical content has to be there. Okay, the deep insight into sociology has to be there. थोड़ा सा वो आप जरा brush up कर लीजिए. Particularly Haryana being a sociologically, what should you say, an area which is sociologically relevant.
Yes, sir.
Sociologically, it's relevant because of, a lot of people have come and settled down in Haryana.
Yes, sir.
Right? One, invaders, जो लोग आए थे वहाँ settle हो गए. The after partition, people came and settled down in Haryana. So mix of populations was always taking place in Haryana. being close to Delhi, again people, if they could not find a place in Delhi, they settled down in Gurugram and in Faridabad and all these places. Again, Haryana. So the mix of populations was always taking place in Haryana. So how did that affect Haryana? How did it make it a better place? What are the disadvantages? So sociologically, from that point of view also, it has to be kept. Now, Bhagavad Gita, you mentioned somewhere. I am interested in Bhagavad Gita. So something about Bhagavad Gita. Kanakadara Stotra was written by Adi Shankara. Okay. So whatever stotra, slokas you know, I think it's like a very, very, very limited area you know. आपने लिखा तो hobbies, हाँ? Hobby लिखा है, तो naturally you should know something. Maybe you don't know the sloka, they may not ask you to recite the sloka, but at least some important slokas and who wrote the slokas, you should know. Somewhere we felt that you were losing concentration. Thoda sa usko, just try to correct that part. But 180 is a very good score. Should try to improve. When is your interview?
Sir, 21st of March.
And let's hope you get through this time. 200 marks you can easily score, because 180 if you already scored in the interview, I don't see any reason why you should not. What are the questions that they asked you last time? First 1 or 2 questions.
Yes, sir. Ma'am asked me how I got interested into stotras and shlokas.
Okay.
Then she asked me to recite a stotra.
Okay.
Then she asked me the meaning of that stotra. Sir.
Okay. Good. And then that was all she asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So which means she was quite impressed by that part. Okay. That's fine. But being a Hindu, she might have done it. But suppose you get into somebody else's board, you don't know what will happen. But anyway, be prepared for it. Whatever you have written down, you should be thorough.
Certainly, sir.
एक तो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में एक वर्ड्स है मेलांकोलिक मूड. व्हाई आर यू इन सो मेलांकोलिक मूड? हंसो यार. आई एनवी योर पर्सनालिटी, योर हेट. दिस इज द प्लस पॉइंट ऑफ योर पर्सनालिटी. बट एड सम स्माइल, बिकॉज देयर इज ऑल्सो अ सेंटेंस दैट प्लीज स्माइल. इट एड्स इनटू योर पर्सनालिटी.
Yes, sir.
तो during the interview, you will not laugh, but you will smile. And eye contact you will maintain. मैंने देखा है कि you do not look at us. बोलते रहते हो, but you do not look at us. That is a withdrawn syndrome. That is not a good thing. So that is one thing. बाकी सब कुछ हैंड मूवमेंट थोड़ी रखो. देखिए ये ऐसे बैठते हैं तो दैट इज अ बॉडी, एज पर द बॉडी लैंग्वेज इश्यूज, ये माना जाता है कि थोड़ा विड्रॉन है.
जी सर.
तो इससे अलावा और कुछ नहीं है. बाकी जो ब्रशअप करना है दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. साहब ने बोला है तो आई एम नॉट रिपीटिंग इट. स्तोत्र लिखा तो एनी स्तोत्र यू मस्ट नो. फिर कहोगे कि ये मुझे पता नहीं. देन और इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, देखिए इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में आपने जो जवाब दिया, व्हाट इज इम्पैक्ट ऑफ सोशल ऑन इंडियन सोसाइटी. लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रेटर्निटी, द कंसेप्ट गॉट द इंडियन पीपल ओनली फ्रॉम द इंग्लिश लिटरेचर. कि भाई ये वहाँ हो सकता है तो यहाँ क्यों नहीं हो सकता. लाइकवाइज.
जी सर. जी सर.
एक्चुअली आप अच्छे
He's already
कैंडिडेट
scored
हैं.
180 in the UPSC.
आई नो
Last
यू टोल्ड. एंड हाँ, थोड़ा सा यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल जो उन्होंने बोला है. एंड व्हाई यू सो सीरियस? मैंने आपको बोला भी था, टोका था.
जी सर.
Because if you smile, you have a very good smile, and that will really.
You've got a very impressive personality.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
उसको ना आप थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहें और टू द पॉइंट, ज़्यादा ना बोले. जैसे इनको भी बार बार वो पूछ रहे थे आपको, फिर वो आ नहीं रहा था. कई जगह कई बार ऐसा हुआ.
जी सर.
बी टू द पॉइंट. ओके, ऑल द
Let's hope that Preeti Sudan is there again. She's from Haryana, Punjab University. So she may also, she's 1 year senior to me, 83 batch. Anyway, let's hope everything goes well. And you will do well. Don't worry at all. See, the point is, where are you now working? Danix.
Yes sir.
It's a good service. So you don't have to worry about anything. Your future is settled. लेकिन ये मिल जाएगा आपको. मेरे ख्याल से जब आपने इतना अच्छा किया, डेफिनेटली इस बार तो मिलना चाहिए.
थैंक यू सर.
Anything you want to ask?
नो सर.
You're doing well. Go ahead.
थैंक यू सर.
All the best.
थैंक यू सर.